Sekiro Shadows Die Twice was developed by From Software, so it's a Souls game. So it has big competition between Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and of course Bloodborne. And does it meet the expectations? Kind of, yes. When it works, it's incredible. You are parrying enemy attacks, you are slashing them back, you are dodging, you are jumping on them, you are grappling all around. But when it doesn't work, then it's really annoying. And then it works again, and again it doesn't. Sekiro is a little different than other Souls games, but it's most similar with Bloodborne, because the gameplay is faster. In Sekiro you only have one weapon. You can just upgrade your posture bar, HP and attack. You can also unlock abilities and upgrade your prosthetic tools, and here's the biggest flaw for me. Because there is so much potential here, but most of the abilities are useless, and in Bloodborne it was so important to find materials to upgrade your weapon, because otherwise you will just get smashed. But in Sekiro, you don't have to upgrade your prosthetic tools at all. All you need to end this game is your sword and firecrackers, because they are OP in comparison to the other prosthetic tools. And I can think of so many cool abilities for Wolf, like let me grab my enemies with my grapple, go invisible, or make clone of myself, make my sword do some electric attacks. Why not? My enemies can do it, why can't I do it? But we don't have things like that here. And in all Souls games you are able to customize your character. In this one, everyone looks the same. You want me to stick with one weapon? Fine, but let me make it look a little different than all other ones. Let me change my hair or my clothes. I don't know why they took it from us in this game, and I think one of the most important things that a lot of people are pissed about is a no online mode. All Souls games were online, so we were able to leave helping or show messages on the ground, invade other players or do PvP. And it was one of the best things about Souls, that you could see that you are not alone. You were able to see progress of other players, you were able to help them or just try to 1v1 them. It really cuts a lot from this game. In other titles, when you finish the game, you could play NG+, or start over, but as other class, maybe try spells this time, or strength build, or just do some PvP. In Sekiro, you can just play NG+, that is pretty boring and not really challenging, and replayability is bad, because you already saw everything game has to offer in your first run. A lot of people are really mad because of the end boss. More precisely, the boss from ending when you decide to betray your father. You have to fight Genichiro one last time. He is pretty easy, but after fighting him, you have to fight Ishin, the Sword Saint. He has 3 lives, and he is really, really hard. And people say that he is too hard, and he is not enjoyable. And I have to disagree. Let's look at other Souls bosses. Dark Souls 1, Gwyn, was an okay boss, and it took me 2 tries to beat it. Dark Souls 2, Nashandra, that was really easy and boring boss, the worst of all series in my opinion. Took me 1 try to beat it. Dark Souls 3, Soul of Cinder. This boss wasn't hard, but it was really cool because it had all classes in him, and it had music from last boss from Dark Souls 1. It took me 2 tries to beat it. Bloodborne, German, the First Hunter, was a really fun boss, and it was really challenging. It took me like 5 tries to beat him. And finally Sekiro. The last boss was, I think, my favorite boss from all Souls games. Was it hard? Yes, it was. It was really hard. But it's supposed to be hard. It's a final boss. It took me like 20 tries to beat him. The only problem I have with this boss is that other bosses feel like piece of cake compared to him. They are just too easy and are not really that fun to fight, except Gyobu and Lady Butterfly. These bosses were not hard as well, but were really fun. So to wrap this up, what place does Sekiro get in Souls game ranking? For me, it would go like this. From the bottom: Dark Souls 2, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, and of course the best, Bloodborne. You don't have to agree with this list, but that's how I see it. I hope they will release some really good DLCs for Sekiro to make this game a little better. But now, Sekiro would be a 3 out of 5 for me. So it's a really fun game, but it has so much wasted potential.